Hi guys, just finished off some mouthwash here, and I was looking at the plastic bottle. It's quite a firm plastic, quite hard, and I reckon I can pull the label off it, although that's not particularly important. But I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible uses for it. Mousetrap car, fan-driven car, rubber band-driven car, gravity-driven car, balloon-powered car, catapult-driven car, crossbow car, that is. Yeah, I know what that is anyway. And magnet powered. So that's what I'm going to do with it. Do a few different cars. I'll probably regret trying to take this off because it leaves sticky on the surface. Got extra instructions in there. Oh, there. It's a pain. Anyway, that's the project. First thing I'll do is probably drill some holes in it. There's a nice seam along the edge so we can keep the holes parallel. What should I have first on the list? Mousetrap. Yeah, okay. Oh, better go and see if I got a mousetrap. I cleaned the label off best I could. Didn't bother that side. Right, we need to mark it up. So we've got a nice seam there, so we can keep the wheels parallel that direction. And to get them parallel this way. Okay. Bottom. Right, that's where I want to make the holes. Oh, I found I'd got a mousetrap that I'd used on one of my previous cars. So even still got a bit of string on it. So that'll do. Holes, we could drill them. Or I can use my old favourite, a nail on a stick that I heat up and melt the holes through. I like doing it that way because it makes sure the plastic doesn't split if you melt a hole through it. So I'll go and do that, but you can use a drill or just a spike of some sort. I'll just demonstrate. I have a pointy instrument there. So sometimes the plastic splits when you make holes in it like that. So I will now go and use my hot nail and make those holes bigger. Right, made the holes bigger. While I'm at it, I made a few more holes. Made these around here so I can cut the bottom out quite easily. A hole just there because I need the string from the mousetrap to go through to the axle. And I also put a hole through there for later for the rubber band powered car. Right, I'm going to cut between these so that I can cut the bottom out. Yeah, not quite as neat as I intended, but never mind. Right, wheels. I'm going to use my CDs that I've already got these 3D printed hubs on. You can use a couple of bottle caps, hot glue them on either side. You can even use just a piece of cardboard taped to either side. You just need something to fill the gap in the middle of the CD so you can get a hole right in the middle. But because I've got a 3D printer, I've printed these. So that can go through there. Leave a little bit of a gap. Right, so there's our car. Mousetrap. I'll put some of this double-sided foam tape on the back of it to stick it on the top. Needs to line up so the string's going to go down through the hole. That bit of string is too long. At least we can see what we're doing. I don't know, might be about the right length. We need a little peg on there so we can hook the string on. So what I'll do is I'll cut the point off there and super glue it on there so it's a T shape. Just a little tip, if you are using super glue like this, if you then sprinkle some baking powder over it, it will set hard, like rock hard. I had the cap underneath to catch it, and I can put it back in there. Don't use it for cooking purposes afterwards. That's my special one for doing this sort of job. Right, now we use some of this double-sided foam tape, or sticky both sides. This tape might be a little bit old, but we'll find out in a minute. You can get various thicknesses of this sort of tape. Because we've got a bit of a curve there, I think thicker stuff might be useful. If it's too thin, it won't grip on the curve. Just trim that as well. Make sure we get this the right way round. You're going to pull it up and lock it in place. And then when it goes, it's going to pull that way. So we actually need it that way round. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough. Might have to back it up with hot glue or something. We'll find out, won't we? So that comes that way. That's got to go through that hole. Might be easier if there's more than one of you doing this. Right. That's going to go around the back wheel. If we just ease that off a bit. Oh, that is going to be just about the right size. All right. Sometimes they spring loose when you don't expect them to. Well, that one seems okay. So when we want it to go, what can we hit it with? That's a lot of power on a fairly light car. We might well get a wheel spin, so we might have to add some rubber tyres to this. But we'll try it out and see whether it works. Right, let's see if we can do this for the camera. Let's lift that up just a little bit. Over the hook. Do you find they tend to roll forwards a little bit because there's a bit of tension there? Right, are we ready for this? Point it that way a bit. So I suspect we're going to get wheel spin. Oh yes. A lot of wheel spin, so I need to put rubber tyres on it. Now when I say rubber tyres, this is what I'm going to use. These are strips cut from the sleeve of rubber gloves. Nearly got it on in one go. Make sure you don't pinch somebody's rubber gloves that they're actually using. These are old ones. So that'll give us extra grip. Right, try again. In the way. Oh, I have to let it off again. Right. Are we ready? You can hit this with your finger because it shouldn't catch you, but I'll do this way. Whoa! Not going to be able to chase that. That's too fast. But we'll have another go. Right, we'll try that again. It went to the right, so I'll point it a bit left. And we'll be daring. Yeah, that worked. So, that's car number 1 finished. Mousetrap powered. 4 CDs. 1 plastic bottle. That was a mouthwash bottle in this case. 1 mousetrap. Bit of string. 2 bamboo canes for the axles. I used my 3D printed hubs, but you could use 2 bottle caps on each wheel to do the same thing. Check the video description, there'll be a link to a video on how to do that. Used double-sided foam tape to stick the mousetrap to the bottle. A spiky instrument to make holes in the bottle. I also used a hot nail to melt the holes, but you didn't need to do that. I just like to do that. And I made a bit of a mess cutting that hole in the end there. Didn't work as well as I intended. Job done. We'll see what we do next. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.